Hey, one of those things that kind of annoys me to a certain extent is the fact that congressional districts have numbers instead of names. Now, this is a map of the congressional districts as they stood in 2012. It's over Google Maps, so I can zoom in and see if anything's like a city. So I'm going to be coming up with names for some of them. So yeah, I actually think that giving them names would kind of discourage gerrymandering because it's hard to justify why a district like what's a really gerrymandered district like oh North Carolina's 4th congressional district, look at this, is has this and does that. When you have to give it a name, it will probably be like when there's like no unifying geographical feature or anything. It's like clearly gerrymandered, like this and yeah, you know what I mean. Like a long, slender district, and so yeah, I'm basically gonna be going around this map, telling you guys the names I picked. So and doing this. So luckily, the only congressional district missing is California's 1st congressional district, and this is where we're going to start. So the name I chose for this is Jefferson. Like the concept of the state of Jefferson, it's like been a thing for ages. It was one of the states in the Six Californias plan up here, and yeah. So where's that map? So yeah, and it's got a large portion of that. So yeah, and another one I picked, I've come up with a name for, is Tennessee's 1st congressional district, which is basically where the former state of Franklin was. It basically looks a lot like it on a map. Basically was here. So yeah, I've picked out like Franklin as its name. And going north a bit, uh, uh, Ohio's 14th congressional district is another one that I picked for similar reasons because it's good. It's like where Connecticut's Western Reserve used to be. And similarly to that, with a historical thing, we have Florida's 2nd, for which I selected the name of Muskegee, which is basically a proposed state that used to be, which was encompassed by this area, and it sure beats calling it Tallahassee, because it's just more the area of, because it consists of a lot of area around it. A quick obvious one, Nevada's 1st congressional district, Las Vegas. Woo, who would have guessed? I would have, because I came up with it, but even if you didn't, you would understand. Similarly, this St. Paul and this Minneapolis. Pretty obvious. And, but some of the larger cities, with some of them like, this one, Omaha, it's pretty obvious what you're going to call ones that are basically around a city. Most large cities are going to be congressional districts unless they're gerrymandered and split up. And yeah, it's basically the congressional district would just be the name of the city. But what about larger cities like say New York? Now, when it comes to New York, there was one that I was able to easily find a name for, and that is the New York's 13th Congressional District, which I came up with the name of Harlem for because it basically encompasses Harlem, that neighborhood. Woo! Really obvious. Yeah. Uh, yeah, really easy, obvious thing. Yeah. Also, there are a couple that correspond roughly to counties, like New York's first congressional district, which would be Suffolk County. In addition, I decided to call now I can leave better. So back in the days of the 13 colonies, there were a few that didn't quite make the cut. So yeah, when it comes to Connecticut, which was really up the Connecticut River, was one of the colonies was New Haven, and that basically is where the town of New Haven it now is part of it, and the area around it. So I decided to name Connecticut's 3rd Congressional District New Haven. So, yeah, that's going to be it for this video. If you want to see more or have any suggestions for congressional district names, comment down below if this will actually work. And yeah, goodbye.